Alexis Roman.
And I'm Abby Kitchener, and this is our lesson on recognizing and counting coins for grade 2 mathematics.
Okay, so starting with the beginning of the class, we would introduce what do different coins look like. So here you have the pictures of the various coins, and we would call up students one by one and ask them, what do you think this coin is called? And then to figure out if they're correct or not, we would be able to pull this aside and it would say penny. So students then can figure out if they were correct with saying that it was a penny and so on. So this one says nickel, it matches up with the nickel, and continue on from there.
Building off identifying separate coins, we're going to start looking at how much each coins are worth. So we would call up students one by one individually where they could come up to the board and recognize that this is a penny, and as we explained earlier, this is what it looks like, and it has a value of $1 or a cent. So you drag it to the corresponding circle for the remaining coins. And after the students are done dragging the coins to match their value, they're able to pull down here and have an answer key for instant feedback where the teacher could then explain their errors and move on to the next slide. This slide is just illustrating how each coin can add up to $1. You have 4 quarters, 10 dimes, 20 nickels, or 10 pennies. It's just illustrating that you can even mix and match different coins to make $1.
Because we just introduced the concept of mixing and matching coins to make $1, here we allow the opportunity for students to come up and try it themselves. So you would ask, okay, which coins do you think go together to make $1? So they're able to come up and drag the different coins there and to say, okay, there's 25 plus 10 gives you 35, and how far we need to continue to get to the dollar value. Then you can delete those and have another student come up and try again because there's an infinite amount of possibilities. So to go from there.
This next slide has to do with adding coins and their values. So you could have students individually working at their desks to work on these equations because they have to recognize a quarter is 25 cents and then add that to the value of a dime, which is 10 cents. So as they're working, you can call on students to come up to the board and write their answers. And then when they're done writing their answers, you can have your students come and click on these to receive instant feedback, where the teacher is also allowed to assist the students in any way they need.
And this last slide gives the students an opportunity to have a real life experience. So it's items that they would buy in everyday life, and you figure out, okay, so if you have $2.50, what can you buy from the shelves there? So then students would have to figure out, you would have to add together the different values to figure out which they would be allowed to buy, if they could just buy one item or buy multiple items. And then in the next question we have, how much would you need to have to buy everything on the shelves? So then students would have to add together all of the values there and figure out how much money they would need to have to buy all 4 items.